Okay, just a very quick interview with Alan. Yesterday he was extremely distraught because Mitty, his cat, his only cat at the moment, had gone missing. In the morning, the cat had never gone missing before. So I, having seen on YouTube animal communicators, contacted Becky Willoughby, who sent various messages to the cat to come home. One of the things Becky saw was a number 16 or number 6. Alan has just told me that at 11:30, when the neighbours came back at number 16, there was a lot of torches going up and down the garden. Becky had mentioned a white porch and sheds as well. And as you said, so what happened then?
Well, I was lying on the floor, and just before midnight, I heard this thump. And it sounded like the cat jumping on the shed, and I'd heard it so many times before. And she came over the shed roof and down this side, and I put my torch on, and I could see her.
Yeah, because Becky had said she didn't think that Mitty was dead. She didn't feel that. She'd just gone somewhere, so she could have actually been hiding in the shed at number 16. I mean, after all, Becky guessed number 16, but that's probably one of the places she most usually stays, right? Number 16. She's always around those two gardens. You said that. And it's funny coincidence that she saw the white shed, she saw the number 16, and that she knew that the cat wasn't. She didn't feel any harm had happened to it yet. So that means now you can know, Alan, in the future, if Mitty goes away again, that... The other funny thing is, when we were looking, because Becky wasn't sure if she'd heard a 6 or a 16, I went to an alleyway near number 16, which is also number 6, and there was a rocking horse. I'd seen a similar rocking horse 2 days ago, but it's really old-fashioned ones, which you don't see anymore. So I was thinking she could have been around there, but Becky had mentioned a shed as well. So that's great. Now, just a little bit, let's go back to what Becky was interested as well, was that your friendship with Eva Hart.
Yes, what did I say? What else can I say? I don't know, really. She was a good friend, very intelligent woman, very intelligent. She did so much for the borough, she really did. She's a wonderful councillor and everything. We got on ever so well together, ever so well.
Oh, by the way, we can't see Mitty at the moment because she's very shy. She's sleeping on the roof, but we have sent a separate video of Mitty. She's a very beautiful cat. In fact, I was a bit worried she might have been robbed. So you danced with Margaret Thatcher as well.
Well, a few steps, that's all, but yes. Many men did when we went to the conference at Blackpool in the winter ballroom. In the winter ballroom, yes. It was very nice, it was. And very posh affair, but it's very nice. And
you used to see Eva Hart in the Conservative Party, and she liked her gin and tonic, didn't she?
Oh yes, we took her every fourth Monday to our local Conservative club. And first thing we would say, like a drink, oh yes, a large one, she used to say.
And she was very intelligent. She got loads of awards and nominations.
Yes. Oh, yes.
What was she?
When she used to go around the world afterwards talking about the Titanic, she would always fly, but would never go on a ship.
She'd never go on a ship. No. That's quite funny, isn't it?
Yes, her and her mother were in the lifeboat. Actually saw her father on the ship as it went down. But, yeah, she put up a great protest when they said they were going to disturb the Titanic. Because she said, that's my father's grave, and that's where it should be left alone.
And she never got married or had children.
No.
Because in the film, she gets married.
Her life seemed to be her working for the borough and doing what she could. And, oh, yes... very nice person altogether, she really was. She lived up the road in the high road itself, in the high road at Shovelhead.
And what did she work as again?
Well, she was a councillor on the council.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
But she didn't become very. Was she already famous before the film came out?
Sorry, say that
was
again?
She already famous before the film came out?
Well, no, it was the Titanic that made her famous, really. Yeah.
Yes.
She was only 7.
Yeah, so she was famous, right? And there was a previous Titanic film version, wasn't there? It was a bit different and it was more realistic. Yeah. But she said her mother was the only time, which also I watched the interview of her mother, the only time her mother got an intuition ever in her life.
She slept for 4 days at daytime and stayed awake at night.
She slept for 4 days?
It was the 4th night that the accident happened and she was wide awake.
Oh, because they were on the ship for the 4... Oh...
Yeah. 16th of April 1912.
Yeah, and she told her husband to go down and check, and he came up and he didn't say a word. He just said he just got everyone dressed, didn't he?
Right.
He knew that she was right.
Yes. 2.5 hours from when it hit the berg until it sunk.
Because what was the defect with the boat again?
It hit an iceberg.
Yeah, but what was the problem? They hadn't... What was it at the front of the stern?
The bulkheads underneath didn't come up to the deck above. They only came up so far. If they
so
right
the
up
ice
to the deck, the water
protected
wouldn't have kept going along. It would have stopped the first one and been all right. Yes, wonderful ship, because it was the biggest in the world when it was built.
And the last stop it did was Cove, wasn't it? Before it went onto the Atlantic. That's where they used to stop.
Yes.
Cove and Cork.
If they had gone a deeper angle instead of straight across, they were trying to beat the blue ribbon.
Oh, yeah, they were trying to do it in how many weeks? Or
Well, 5 days instead of 6 days.
Yeah.
But the Normandy had held that position as first for years. So the Titanic thought it would beat it. Of course, it would have done if they hadn't a bit of berg. But after that, every ship in the world was always... Enough lifeboats were put on every ship after that, so that everyone would have a place on
Yeah, because there was only, how many lifeboats was there?
Well, I'm not sure of how many, but
Were
most
there?
of the steerage passengers downstairs, you see, third class, didn't have a chance.
Yeah, all the Irish in the bottom,
First
they
and
were...
second class went into the boats. Those downstairs had doors locked across it, they couldn't get out.
Yeah, well, like in the
Terrible,
film, they weren't allowed upstairs.
that's
All the Irish people
That's
who
right.
who paid second or third class.
Third class downstairs, yeah.
Oh.
Either was second class and then there was first class, but they were guaranteed a position in one of the lifeboats.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So anyway, so that's a bit like the reason why I contacted Becky yesterday, because I had seen this fantastic spiritual communicator on the YouTube, and she thinks she was in America, not America, Australia, and she had located, pinpointed 2 or 3 miles away, the cat was stuck in some ditch. And I just thought, this might actually work.
Yes,
So it's very relieving to know that it was true, like that's where she was, because as you said, at 11:30 at night.
Yes.
Why did she come back exactly at that time?
Well,
Because the house...
I thought perhaps she'd been let out if she was in the house, but I feel she wouldn't have gone in the house.
Yeah, so she was
they saw her
probably...
at 1:30 in the morning, my neighbour, and they didn't see her after that. But if they went out to work, say, at 8 o'clock in the morning, she couldn't have been in there from 8 in the morning to 11 at night.
Yeah,
I can't see where she would go in another house. She wouldn't do
unless
that.
she was stuck in the porch.
Well, that's possible.
But so they went looking around with torches at home. That's nice, because that's all because Becky said it was number 16, right? Yeah. So we insisted. We went back and we said, when are they coming home? And they only got home at 11:30 at night.
They're very new neighbours. They've only been there a very short while.
And they didn't see her at all.
No.
They didn't see her. They just used the torches.
They went with the torches. It disturbed her. But I mean, if she'd have laid in the garden for about 16 hours, no, that's not her. She would come in for food. She wouldn't lay out there all that time.
It's very strange, because she never did that before.
4 times a day, she's in and out.
Well, whatever it did, it must have disturbed her, because she came back to you 20 minutes later.
She feels a little bit thin on her flanks. But of course, if there's no
maybe
food
she
for that
was
amount of
trapped.
time, you would be.
Yeah, she could have been trapped somewhere there.
So she'd had to take 3 lots of food this morning, so she's now sunbathing in the middle of the wisteria.
Yeah, she was sleeping on your when we took the video earlier, she was sleeping on your trolley,
That's right,
on your
she
food
was,
trolley,
yeah.
which was very cute. But because she's a very shy cat, when I came in, it woke her up and she ran out.
Yeah,
so
she's very shy.
yeah, this is what I was worried about, was that she might have been scared that I
when
was.
she came in, I put down a cushion, blanket, even newspaper, because that's warm. She liked that. She didn't want any of those. She wanted to get on there. I don't know why she wanted to get on there. But...
Well, anyway, we'll wrap this up. But you're happy for this to go on Becky's website. It might go viral because obviously you were a close friend of Eva Hart.
That's right.
I mean, if anybody wants any more information, I'm sure that Becky can try to get some more information about Eva Hart.
Yeah.
And it might go on YouTube. I don't know what type of multimedia is going to be used, but there's nothing too personal here about you.
No.
And yeah, so the good thing is we know that if Mitty disappears again, apart from the fact that we can recontact Becky, but we do know that she might have a tendency to wander, as Becky said, that she felt that she had just decided to wander away.
16, she was only 2 doors from where she used to live.
Yeah.
Once Jill died, who was the lady who looked after them, they left there, if you know what I mean, and came here.
Yeah. Okay, I better close this, or else it'd be hard to send it to Becky. Okay, thank you very much, Alan.
Right you are.